we've heard from people that say it's not good. Actually, it's not a good mechanism. You've just said you'd like to see it extended, if for certainty if nothing else. Do you think it is a good or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing, yeah. But again, it's hard to build a business model around something that's only going to last for 3 years and just simply a tax credit. So there's certainly opportunity. I mean, in the U.S., we pull about 25% of our CO2 for commercial use out of these geological domes today. That to me doesn't make a lot of sense long term if we're paying people to put it back into these domes and sequester it. So if you eliminate 25% of our commercial CO2 by stopping that from happening, we're going to need alternative sources of capturing these CO2 on site. So I do see it as a good thing if the regulations are continually improved and they're cost effective and they make sense. The question ultimately becomes, is $85 a ton, which is what it's projected to go to in the next year, is that the right number? Is that the negative impact on the global economics of CO2 per ton produced? Is $85, therefore by taking it out, it's a positive or a net neutral? That's math I can't do personally, but I think it is a good thing from the standpoint of generating development and new product development and investment around ideas of eliminating some of these CO2, like you talked about in the earlier about the hydrogen, synthetic gas blending, things like that. If we can identify better ways to produce hydrogen, which is a great opportunity to grow that market without generating the CO2, well, that's great. But until then, we need to capture that CO2 and sequester that CO2, and also offset some of the cost of production of that hydrogen, making it more of a viable fuel today. So from that, yes, I do believe it is a good thing. We continue to need to advance and clean up some of the regulations around it and make it more kind of systematic and available to everybody.